Good morning, dear students. So, in today's class, we are starting a chapter that is mechanical properties of solids. Okay. So, what is we are going to study? Okay, in this chapter. So, mechanical properties of solids. So, before that, we will get to know the definition of solid. Okay, what is solid? As you all of you know, you might have you have studied in your 10th class and in 9th class also. You got to know the definition of what is this solid. Okay, the material which is having a definite shape and size. A material having definite shape and size is called solid, or also we can call it as a rigid body also. It is also called as a rigid body. For example, stone. Stone is also solid body. If I take this marker, it is also solid. Wood, it is also solid. Metal, it is also solid. So any material which is having a definite shape and size, such material is called as solid, or also it is called as rigid body. Solid body, or also it is called as a rigid body. So these materials which are going to be very useful in our everyday life, while constructing our homes, while building the railway tracks, okay, or for any purpose, or for we can say in the, for example, I said in the construction of home where we are using the stones, bricks, okay, steels we are using, okay, steels are also a solid body, they are also a rigid body, and while construction, while building the railway tracks, okay, artificial limbs, okay, machinery parts, automobiles industry में हम इसे यूज करते हैं. Automobile industries में बहुत सारे steels और metal सब यूज करते हैं to build a car. Okay, so such bodies are called as a definite shape. Bodies which are having a definite shape and size. Such bodies are called as that is solids or a rigid body, which are very useful in our everyday life. Okay. Now our study is what here in this chapter we are going to study the elastic behavior of these solids. Okay. In this chapter we are studying the elastic behavior of solids. Before that we'll know what is this elastic, how it is showing the elastic behavior, how solids shows elastic behavior. Okay, so if I take any body, okay, if any body which undergoes some force, when a force is going to be act on that body, then it is going to be change its shape and size. If I take a metal and if I heat it to high temperature and if I beat with a hammer continuously, then that metal is going to be change its, that metal plate or metal rod is going to be change its shape and size. So any body, any solid body which undergoes when some certain force is going to be acted on that, then it is going to be change its shape and size. So before that, we will discuss the elastic behavior of solid. So what is this elastic? Okay, it is also a property. Okay, it is a property. Okay, I define it. What is this elastic? Okay, one by one I define it. What is this elastic? And we are having some more important definitions also. Okay, now elastic behavior. Elastic behavior of solid. As we all of you know that solid is having a definite shape and size, and it is made up of a group of molecules or atoms, you can say. Okay, how these molecules are folded with each other? So they are having a group of molecules, a group of atoms, okay, a group of molecules. So how, just now I said that this solid is having a definite shape and size. So these molecules are folded together by a force which is called as a intermolecular force. Okay, these molecules are folded together by a force which is called as a intermolecular force. The force which is between the two molecules, two or more molecules, such force is called as the intermolecular force. Okay, now let me explain you how this solids shows a elastic behavior. Okay, before that, just I am going to tell you what is this elastic behavior. It is a property, the property by virtue of which the body regains its original shape and size. Such property is called as elastic, and such body is called as the elastic body. That is what we are going to call it as elasticity. Elasticity is a property by virtue of which the body which regains its original shape and size when the deforming force is removed. And the deforming force is removed. I'll tell you what is this deforming force. Okay, how we are going to be, why it is going to be changing its shape and size. Okay, now elastic means a body which regains its original shape and size after removing the force. Such body is called as elastic body. That is called as elastic body. Okay, if I take for an example rubber, if I stretch it and if I remove that force, then again it is going to be occupied, it is going to be regain its original shape and size. Such body is called as elastic. Okay, and the property that is showing that property is called as elasticity. Right. Now first we are discussing here the elastic behavior of solid here. Okay, let me take you an example here. But how I will explain this elastic behavior of a solid by taking an example. Okay, let us consider here how this solid is having. It is a solid body, means it is having a definite shape and size. So that body is made up of large molecules. Suppose we are considering that molecule is considered as a ball here. I am considering it as a ball here. Okay. For example, here. Actually, these balls are nothing but what? They are systematically arranged. Okay, actually solid is a good, it is having a definite shape and size. Means it is systematically arranged. The molecules are systematically arranged. So these are the balls. I am considering as a balls here. Molecules are put out here, balls here, spring balls. Okay. So as just as I said to you, each molecule, two molecules means neighboring molecules are having a force between them. So this spring is nothing but what here? It is the intermolecular force. So between two molecules there is a force which is called as a intermolecular force. Okay, I am considering here, I am taking an example here. It is spring ball example. एक्चुअली यहाँ पे सॉलिड यानी कि उसका डेफिनेट शेप होता है, उसमें मॉलिक्यूल्स होते हैं, तो उसकी जगह मैंने यहाँ पे क्या लिया, यहाँ पे बॉल्स कंसीडर किया मैंने. ये भी डेफिनेट शेप है यहाँ पे, और उनके बीच में जो फोर्स होता है उस फोर्स को इंटरमॉलिक्यूलर फोर्स बोलते हैं. इनके बीच में हर मॉलिक्यूल्स के बीच में जो फोर्स होता है, जो उनको होल्ड करके रखा गया है, उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? इंटरमॉलिक्यूलर फोर्स बोलते हैं. सो नाउ फॉर एग्जांपल, if any of the ball, for example, I am considering here two balls here. This is what I have given an example that is for solid here. For example, I am taking here two balls. Between these two balls, spring balls, we are having a spring between them. Means these are the two molecules. Between them, there is an intermolecular force. That is what we have spring here. Now, if I stretch it, if I stretch these two balls, then there will be increase in the length. Okay. So stretching means what here? I am applying a deforming force here. Okay. मतलब यहाँ पे मैं इसमें जो फोर्स अप्लाई कर रहा हूँ वो deforming force means what here? The force which is given to a body to change its shape. That is what is a deforming force, to deform the body. Okay. Now same thing here. Here also what I am doing, I am pulling this one ball. So, or stretching this ball, what happens? So, whatever the force I am applying on this ball, that force is going to be distributed in all these springs. Due to this, the whole shape of the body is going to be changes. Okay, they come very close to each other or they move far away from each other. Again, if I remove this deforming force, then what happens? Again, there is a spring between all these balls. Again, what happens? These balls again occupy their original shape and size, and they again come back to its equilibrium position. That is what here means. They are again coming back to its equilibrium position. Means what here? That is called as an elastic behavior. The same thing here in solids also. What happens? If whenever we beat any iron rod, if I heating it to high temperature, if I beat it continuously with a hammer, what happens? The body is going to changes its shape and size. So this is how it behaves in solids also. As I have taken an example by explaining this one, what I am considering here balls and a spring. Okay, the same thing I am stretching the two balls. Means there will be increase in the length here. Increase in the length. So increase in the length means again if I remove this deforming force, again is going to be occupy its original shape and size. So the force which is responsible for the body to regain its original shape and size, such force is called as the restoring force. Restoring force. Okay, in this explanation I use the two words. One is restoring force, one other one is called as a deforming force. Deforming force वो होता है जहाँ पे वो फोर्स अप्लाई करने से बॉडी डिफॉर्म होता है, अपना शेप और साइज को बदल देता है. उस फोर्स को हम क्या बोलते हैं? डिफॉर्मिंग फोर्स. And restoring force means the force which is responsible for the body to regain its original shape and size. That force is called as a restoring force. When I am pulling this ball in the same way, simultaneously the restoring force is developing inside this spring also. When I am pulling this, when I am applying the deforming force here, simultaneously the restoring force is also developing inside the body also. Because suddenly if I remove this deforming force, again it will come back to its original shape. That means there is a force which is developing inside the body, which is restoring, means the body, which is making the body to gain its original shape and size. Such force is called as a restoring force. Okay, so that is how the solids are going to be behaving. Okay, so this is what the restoring force and the deforming force. Okay, just like I used the elastic here, word here, I explained you the definition also. Elastic means here the body which regains its original shape and size after removing the deforming force or a force is called as this elastic body. So elasticity here, the word comes here, elasticity. What is this elasticity? Elasticity means the property by virtue of which the body regains its original shape and size after removing the deforming force is called as elasticity. Elasticity. Once again, I am defining the definition. Elasticity means the property by virtue of which the body regains its original shape and size after removing the deforming force is called elasticity. Next, that is plasticity. Plasticity. The property by virtue of which the body does not, if it does not regain its original shape and size, then such body is called as, such property is called as, it is plasticity. Okay, वो ऐसे body होते हैं जो original after removing the deforming force the body does not going to regain its original shape and size. Such bodies is called as, such property is called as is plasticity, and such bodies are called as plastic body. जैसे कि कॉमनली हम देख सकते हैं प्लास्टिक मटेरियल्स, क्या वो अपना ओरिजिनल शेप और साइज को गेन कर सकते हैं? क्या नहीं गेन कर सकते. Okay, such bodies are called as plastic body, which the body which does not regain its original shape and size, such body is called as plastic body, and the property which is showing such property, that is it is showing, it is called as plasticity. Okay, and which regains, the body which regains its original shape and size, such body is called as elastic body, and the properties which is showing the such property is called as a elasticity. Okay, so that is what elasticity, plasticity, which regains here, I am writing here, which gains, which regains, which does not regains. Okay, which regains or which does not regains its original shape and size is called as a plasticity. Okay, so this is what. So again, we are coming few more definitions. We are going to discuss few more definitions. Perfectly elastic, perfectly plastic. Perfectly elastic means the body which completely regains its original shape and size. Such body is called as a perfectly elastic. Completely, which regains, completely, which regains its original shape and size is called as perfectly elastic body. And perfectly plastic means which does not regains its original shape and size completely, not completely. Such body is called as a perfectly plastic body. Okay, so today we'll stop here. Okay, so this is what just the introduction about the mechanical properties of solids, and in today's class we discussed the elastic behavior of solid, how the solids are going to be show their elastic behavior. Okay, and how they are useful in our everyday life also. Okay, thank you students. You can note down which are the points which are written here. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can comment. Thank you.